just before we go into our next segment, we had some messages that came in where we're discussing the LASU issue. This is a tweet from Oluwaseun Twashe. Says, while I don't support students' lawlessness, what does it cost LASU management to keep the portal on, considering the huge school fees? Says, ISO Tizo says, how true? I hear some courses in LASU cost over 250,000. Barnabas from Enugu says, if 1,000 and something students have not registered but have paid their school fees, what's the position of the university management on this student? Deny them exams? Well, Jide, the fundamental issue is inability of students to meet the payment of school fees within the time frame. One last one before I allow. Tony from Lagos says, we graduated from Anthony campus of Lagos 8 years ago. We are yet to get our results or certificate, and I think Dr. Fosudo spoke about that. What is the reason for the delay in getting our results, and when will it be ready? We have been to Anthony campus on several locations, and we are referred to Ojo. In fact, we are confused and don't know what to do again.
Are you sure you registered? You heard what Dr. Fosudo said while he was here. If you didn't register, then you will not get a result. Pure and simple. This tweet came in from, this message came in from Joseph, and he says that not all students have access to internet in their homes, and in school they have to queue up, thinking that the service will come up at some point. The ICT management might be very poor in LASU. Don't blame the students. Joseph from Enugu. Some students, especially those at external campuses, don't have their transaction ID, and the school staff wouldn't want to help to resolve it. Even at the exam entrance, nobody is available to help. Do you think the portal should be closed just to force the students to pay their fees? Will the school suffer if they allow the portal to run till the day of exams? That one has no name on it, and that is all that I have on the LASU palaver.
Okay, moving on now, we're going to take a look at LASU, finding solutions to the issues there. We're now looking at Rivers State. How do we find solutions to the issues in Rivers State? It's not new what's been happening in Rivers. We've had all sorts of issues. We had disruptions in the State House of Assembly. We've had rallies disrupted. We've had people injured. We've had people allegedly injured, some actually injured.
We've had our own equipment damaged.
Our own staff injured as well. But how do we end it all? It says Rivers, the issue all began about a year ago on a note of controversy, starting with the sitting of the larger faction of the State House of Assembly to pass the state budget. That was this year, or almost the end of last year. After it's been from one crisis to the other. Sunday, January 12th, a rally was disrupted. The police swooped on the State College of Arts and Science venue of the rally in the early hours of the morning, dismantled the canopies and the stage, and fired tear gas to disperse. An attempt by the movement to relocate their rally, that one was also disrupted. In an interview, the police commissioner said the Save Rivers movement had failed to obtain a police permit. Now, on the other hand, a public demonstration against Governor Chibuike Amechi by his own good men, the Ikoyi people, on Tuesday, January 22nd, succeeded in holding up traffic along the busy Aba-Port Harcourt Express for several hours. The police simply stood by and the police were there and they saw the things that happened. The public relations officer in Lagos, Ahmad Mohammed, explained that the group had written and obtained permission long before they came out for their rally. Anyway, we have three guests. We have three guests in the studio, one online, two in the studio, one online via phone. We have Emmanuel Chinda, Commissioner for Agriculture, Rivers State. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, sir. I do appreciate it. Good morning, Nigeria.
Mr. Josiah Olu is a member of the Rivers State House of Assembly representing Eleme constituency. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Good morning, Nigeria.
And Mr. Kelechi Nwogu, also a member of the Rivers State House of Assembly, is joining us over the phone. Mr. Nwogu, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you. Good morning, Nigeria.
All right. Okay, so let's start. How do we put an end to the crisis in Rivers State? I'll begin with you.
Maybe you begin with me. Well, thank you so much. I want to first of all appreciate your station for the effort you have tried to put in place in ensuring that there's some order in River State. I am sure that at some point we'll begin to think that we have inundated you with a lot of the issues that has to do with River State.
And indeed, we've been accused of that.
Yeah, and then sometimes you have been accused of one thing or that happened. So I must say kudos to you for all the attention you have given to River State. You are not the only media organization in Nigeria, but I must say that concerning the issue of River State, you have tried to. So thank you very much for that. How do we put an end to this whole thing? That has been the question you have asked all over and over and over again. It's a simple thing, by doing the right things. How do I mean by doing the right things? The problem in River State, we have said repeatedly that it is not caused by anybody other than the fact that some persons in office have refused to do what they are supposed to do. I have said here again and again that if the police rise up to their responsibility of keeping law and order, there will be calm and quietness in River State. What are these issues in River State? We say, oh, the State Assembly is not sitting. Why is the State Assembly not sitting? The place is under lock and key. The other one, they say, oh, people have been, rallies have been disrupted. Why are rallies disrupted? Rallies are disrupted again because police say, oh, you have not come to seek, permits. And then...
The permits have been shown.
And permits have been shown. That's what I think. Organizations have written to say, look, give us security coverage. And you see all that and all that. And why is all this going on? It's going on because some persons think that they can use police to, see how they will encourage whatever political program that they have to do. And somehow they have succeeded in doing that. If only the police will come out and play the role that they are supposed to play as an organization that is supposed to enforce laws. River State is a bit quiet. Sorry, I have always said this. This is not the first time a commissioner of police is posted to River State. Commissioners of police have come and have gone. And the place has been a very, very, very good place to stay in. The governor came into office in 2007 when we have curfew. And it was about the militants demanding for one thing or the other. They were on one side of the street shooting, and then the military were on the other side of the street. So I remember that the governor coming into River State in 2007 October said this will not happen under my watch, and he worked with the security agencies in the state, and that same day he lifted the curfew and normal life returned to River State. And River State then spent huge sums of money in trying to make sure that we keep the security of the place. And it has been like that. It's been a war we have been winning as a government.
Okay, so you're saying
until recently.
Until the police are
I am pleading. I'm not even accusing anybody. We are pleading that the police should just rise up to the occasion of doing what they are supposed to do and not stay to see how you support one politician or the other, and the place will be calm.
All right, Mr. Wogu, if you're there, let's hear, how do we solve this? He has said if the police can arise to their responsibilities, things will be a lot better.
Yes, thank you very much. First of all, the Nigerian police have not worked outside the ambit of the law. Nigerian police around the law. And I want to let you understand that when Governor Chibike came into River State through a court treatment, we still have some insecurity in River State. Don't forget, it is the same River State that 4 students was murdered in Unipol in the presence of policemen. Nobody called for deployment of a GPU or an inspector of police. Nobody called. And all these things happened then, and it went out. Even the commissioner of power, Mr. Wakocha, the commissioner to Ameji, was kidnapped in this state. Mbu was not the commissioner of police. When those students were also killed in Uniport, Mbu was not the commissioner of police. A policeman shot somebody in Robola here, and the woman who was not the commissioner of police. So I want to let you understand that the early will leave police out of this issue and face ourselves and solve ourselves. I think that would be better in River State. And I want to also let you understand that one, River State is not only meant for politicians. politicians are not the only people living in Rivers State. Businessmen are living here. Other people are living here. Why is it that only one crying foul of Nigeria police, transfer Nigeria police, who have banks here, who have companies here? Why is it only the politicians? And why is it only the governor and okay, remove the commissioner of police? I am from Rivers State. I'm not complaining of the commissioner of police. Other people are from Rivers State. People protest against, people protest for. So, and now, are you saying that you're going to redeploy the commissioner of police that has done nothing for him to go? And don't forget, when you talk about the security in State here, the commissioner of police has a role to play. And so far, so good. I don't think the police have worked outside the ambit of the law. They have not done that. They have not done that. I can assure you that they have not done that. So Rivers State has raised the can.
So what you are saying, Mr. Wogo, is that the police is actually doing its job.
Police is doing his job, but the commissioner of police is doing his professional job. He is not biased.
Okay, all right.
People have contravened my vehicle. My vehicle has been in police station for 2 weeks. The commissioner of police contravened it last week. He has been there. By the end of this week, we'll make it 2 weeks. My vehicle is there. Just because one error. So Mbu is not biased.
Your vehicle is there?
Yes, my vehicle is there. Just because my driver contravened traffic and the police impounded my vehicle. My vehicle is there. So is he biased? He's not biased. And I said, okay, whatever the law says, do it to him. So there is no problem. Who has not done anything outside the ambit of the law?
Okay.
So crisis has been in Rivers State. Even before him. And when Mbu came in here as commissioner of police, I refer to you the incident that has happened in Rivers State before Mbu came in here.